hey little, welcome back to another YouTube video. I think I got the camera right, like the angle and like, you know, the colors, whatever, it looks good. But if it doesn't, then at least I try. I'm using the back of the phone so I can't see myself, but I think it's good. I also got a microphone to make sure I sound good. And I decided to record outside because, you know, it's pretty. Like, I'm in Colorado right now and you can see the mountains, you can see the lake. What else? The trees. Like, it's such a pretty place, so I decided to record outside. I also want to, like, you know, stop being a little bitch and get used to like doing this in public. So yeah, I got like a whole tripod right there. I got a camera and everything in the middle of the park, and there is like some people looking, but you know, I had to get used to it. For today's video, I asked you to tell me like what's the most obvious red flag that, you know, your partner had and that you decided to ignore. And I guess before I start reading like the answers, I'm gonna talk about like my personal one. Which is the fact that her parents were Trump supporters and she lived in a really conservative area. I still decided to move in with her and, like, you know, have a relationship, and then the relationship ended because we were talking about race and she said that she believed in reverse racism. So yeah, I should 100% seen that coming. At least it was a learning experience. I was young, I'm not that person anymore. I don't know. The first message comes from Eleonora and it says, I was away for 3 days and he had a threesome. Found out because when I came back, he asked me if I wanted to be part of the next one. I ignored it because I told him as a joke before I left, you have 3 days to find someone else to fuck, and I guess he just did it. So honestly, he just did whatever you told him to do. Like, he was just following your orders. Like, you're the one who made it happen. I don't know, I'm still trying to debate if he already had like people lined up or if he like waited for you to leave and then he started like looking for other people, because having a whole threesome, like, that's not something that anyone can do. So I don't know, but at the same time, maybe he was faithful and then you said that to him and he didn't want to disrespect your wishes, so he went above and beyond, and instead of finding one person, he found two. Either way, I'm sorry, but it is a little bit respectable. It's starting to rain. So hold on. Okay, so I had to move places because it rained for like 10 minutes, so I can't sit in the ground anymore, but I still feel like this is a cute view. I don't know, this is the last time that I'm gonna record in public. The reason I keep doing this is because I want to stop being like self-conscious about it, but it's so annoying. Like, I don't know, it rained in the middle of me recording. Like, it took me like 30 minutes to set everything up and then I had to move it. But anyways, you don't care about it. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the second one. Eleonora, I still, you know, like, I know he cheated on you, but at least he invited you. Like, he didn't leave you out. So he's not 100% that bad compared to other men who cheat. Because he wants to make sure that you were also like enjoying yourself. But anyway, the second message comes from Jordi and it says, the first time I ever hooked up with this guy, I was on top of him, and he goes, I would have came so much quicker if you had a six-pack. We proceeded to date for 6 years while he cheated on me with twinks. Bitch, you need to learn to love yourself. That's the only advice that I have for this one, because 6 years, like, there's no way that, you know, it was a good relationship. Like, you shouldn't have settled. And hopefully you're in a good place now. At least the sex lasted, you know, it wasn't a quick shot. Hopefully it was enjoyable for you. I still think they shouldn't settle, but since you decided to do it for 6 years, at least it wasn't with someone that was like, you know, fast in bed. Also, now that I'm starting to like interact with you more, like making these videos more often and then going live and like talking to you, I realized that, like, what, more than 50% of the people who watch me, you need to learn to be single, like to be okay being lonely, because otherwise you're gonna be in these type of situations, you know. I get messages at least one a day saying something like, hey, my boyfriend did this and this, but I don't want to leave him. What do you think I should do? And I don't know, like, I don't get why you keep settling. I don't get why it's hard for you to like be single. I don't know. I feel like most of you need to talk about your attachment issues with your therapist, because it's not normal. It's not healthy. Even if it was normal, it's not healthy. Like, you do you. Maybe you like those type of relationships. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge you, you know. The next person is Francisco, and he says the most obvious red flag that I ignored was her being friends with her ex, because I assumed that since she was being honest with me about being friends with him, that I could trust her. Turns out she never broke up with him and was dating both of us at the same time without either one of us knowing. I only found out after the relationship was over and I spoke to one of her friends about it. Dude, I know, I'm sorry, first of all, like, I'm sorry that it happened to you, But like I respect it. Like she was able to pull it off. She was able to lie to two different people and not get caught. Like she did not get caught. Like cheating on one person is hard enough, right? So imagine two people and then being able to successfully do it, like being smart enough to not get caught by either one. Like how can you not respect it? Like how can you not be proud for her? Again, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sure that you're gonna have to talk to someone about it because you definitely have trust issues, and hopefully you get over them one day and you're able to have a healthy relationship. But like I don't know, she's an icon. Her only downfall was the fact that she had a friend who likes to gossip. But besides that, like she did everything right. But anyways, hopefully you're in a better place now. Hopefully that never happens again. I hope that you never get cheated on again. Yeah, sorry. Okay, next message comes from Mari, and it says, he said, since I had no experience with relationships and life, he could shape me in the way he wanted to. He could make me how he wants and teach me things. I was like, what? And he said what he means is that he wants to make me a better person. And I was like, oh, okay. Now that I look back at it, it was a red flag. He was trying to manipulate me. I mean, yeah, no shit. And I told him the only way I sleep with a guy is if we're in a relationship. And he said his way of falling in love and bonding is to have sex. I am a virgin and I'm still talking to him. See, this is what I meant when I was talking about earlier about the fact that you know it's a shitty situation. Like, you know that that's not a good man for you. And I know it's supposed to be funny or whatever, but like, it's concerning, dude. Like, how, okay, I don't know. You need to learn to be happy being single and being lonely. Like, people equate being lonely with being like having a sad life or being a loser, and it's not that way. You need to learn to not see it that way. Or I don't know, maybe there's another reason behind it. Whenever I see stuff like this, I just think that they are not okay with being single, so they just put up with whatever comes, Again, you do you. Hopefully you didn't go through, I don't know, you're still talking to him, so yeah, there's no hopefully, you're still talking to him. So I'm manifesting a better guy for you in the future. And for everyone watching here, because I know you're single too, so hopefully you find someone that is not shitty. So yeah, next person is Joyce. She said she wants to be anonymous, so I'm only saying her first name. So, I feel like it is the same. It is the same thing. Like, I'm not putting her username, so yeah. His red flag was that he used Febreze as cologne after not showering for days. Like, not 2 days, but actually, like, a long time. Dude, I hope that you know that this message says more about you than them. Like, you put up with that. Like, you were fine. And I don't know if I'm right, but I feel like this is an universal experience, right? For women, because I talked to, most of my friends are women, and every single one of them told me that they dated or they hooked up with someone that didn't have a good hygiene. And I don't mean someone that was like a little stinky or whatever. Like, full on, they didn't shower for days. They didn't wash their ass. They didn't believe in deodorant. Like, shit like that. I don't know. I feel like people who are attracted to men, like, you have it rough. Like, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how, because I know for a fact that you're getting like disappointed. Like, you're getting played at least once a month and you're still putting yourself out there. Like, I don't know. You have such a strong will power. I could never do that. The next message comes from Monse, and it says his red flag was the fact that he had a lot of girl besties. Dude, I love you. I thank you for, supporting me and sending me the message. But like, you need to grow up, dude. Like, it's 2023. Like, being self-conscious about your partner having friends of the opposite gender, you're acting like a high schooler. That mentality is only gonna lead to you dating a guy who only has guy friends and who's probably an alpha male. Like, that's the only thing that's gonna happen. So you need to be okay with dating men who have girl best friends. Either that or no friends at all, because having only guy friends, like, that should be a red flag to you. Okay, the sun is starting to be really hot, so I'm gonna read the last one and then I'm gonna end the video. So the next one is from Sandra, right? And it says, he will put my lashes away when I wasn't there because he said he wanted to have everything organized. To be honest, that's smart. Like, it's not your fault that you fell for it. I probably would have fallen for that too. But how can you not believe it? Like, it's such a good excuse. I feel like if I ever become a cheater, I will use it. It's just such a good excuse. Like, if he says that to you and you call him out and you say something like, no, you just want to hide my stuff, he can be like, oh, so you're calling me dirty? Like, you don't think I'm an organized person? And then it can turn into a fight where you're like the bad one. So like, I don't know, like, he's That's a good one. Like, you need to write that down. I guess the only thing that you can do in this situation is decorate. Like, add pictures of you in the walls, you know, because if he refuses to have that in his house, then, you know, he's definitely hiding something. So yeah, the only thing that you can do is fill his house with your stuff. But I don't know, because even then, like, he can say that he has like a sister. So I guess don't trust men. Like, don't trust anyone. You have seen over and over again different men playing you, and you're still putting yourself out there. I feel like, again, it's tough out there. I think that you should be okay with being single. Don't date anyone. You really can trust a single person. So stay single, get a pet, get friends, talk to your family. Like, that's all you can do right now. Or I guess you can cheat on them before they cheat on you. Like, I don't know. Either way, it's not healthy. Don't date anyone. Don't trust anyone. So yeah, with that message, I'm gonna end the video. I hope you liked it. This is definitely the last time that I'm gonna record in public because I hate it. It is embarrassing, but at least I am, you know, getting the experience. But still, it is too much. Also, the weather sucks. And yeah, I guess with that, I'm gonna end the video. Thank you.